All right, Cade. Wait a minute.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural broadcast of the 2024 PBLA broadcasting season. I'm Cade Stewart. I'll have a solo live stream for you today as the later half of our Wednesday night doubleheaders between the Edge and the More Dudes. We join you in the midst of a first period offensive possession for the More Dudes. Moving around, taking the first shot of the game is number 10, Sam Mutz, one of the 5 starters for the More Dudes today. Delco comes in their typical white uniforms with the blue in the middle and the purple trim on the outside. The Edge now have possession. They are in the black with the red and gold around the collar. Battle for the ball by the broadcast booth in between the benches is won by the More Dudes, and peeling away with it is Evan Scott. He goes up to the top with a new sub. It's Robert McClure, takes the pass. McClure into open space, goes behind the net, fires one to the middle. It's going to be an open look there for Kraus, immediately turned away by the Edge defense. And now a shot on the doorstep. It's a goal, and the first one of the broadcasting season is by Robert McClure as he gets one on the doorstep to beat the Edge goaltender. It's 1-0 Delco. Noah Fran trying to win the battle on the face-off by Delco. He's unable to bring it in. Now cluster in the corner for the battle for the ball. D. Colombo, the Edge representative. He's trying to fight for the loose ball. D. Colombo getting dirty in there and now has that one knocked away from him. The Edge will hold on to possession for the moment. A lot of hits taken up high. 2 cross checks, a little close there by DeFinis. And DeFinis forces the turnover, so Delco back with possession. It's Murph Butler. Butler fakes the drop off to Tyler Copen. And now Butler winds up from the blue line, a shot saved. Slow roller back out towards Copen. It's picked up again by the Tyler brother. Copen to Butler. Butler back to the middle to the goal scorer, McClure. McClure back to Copen, fires a shot. That one saved. Loose out in front. Picked up and dropped off, and then turnover. Christopher Haley with the turnover and a shot on goal. And it goes in. Delco leads 2-0 as that one again on the doorstep. Waiting to see who the goal is by. And it appears to be credited to Evan Scott. And Scott gets his first goal of the game. It's 2-0 Delco. The Edge will win back-to-back face-offs here as Brian Andrews takes that one back towards his own net. Andrews comes across the midline. Now we're on the blue line. Drops a pass off towards Polchini. Now Polchini has that one get through his legs. Tracking down and picking it up is the most recent goal scorer in Evan Scott. Scott is centering pass to the middle as that one knocked away. Played on a hop off the boards by Cassidy Higdon. And Higdon now has another turnover, and Delco has dominated the mid-zone. They have forced 3 turnovers early on in these first 5 minutes of play. 10-10 to go in this first period. 2-0 Delco leads early on. Rob Heffron charges towards the net, has that one go to the top, a shot, and it's through the legs of Eric Young for goal number 3. It's Sam Mutz. The 3 different goal scorers early on. This one for Delco, and they lead it 3-0. Time ticking with under 9:40 to go in the first period. The Edge win another face-off. That's 3 in a row. Still trailing 3-0 though. Mickle Potts trying to find an open space on that one. That one turned away as Gardy Herr tried to force the issue. And here's Copeland, who waits for some help. He fires over to Dalton Hoffman. Hoffman back to Copeland, who goes down below the net now. A diving attempt, and he scores. Another great goal from the doorstep. This one scored by Luke Natchazel, and it's 4 different goal scorers for the Moore Dudes in the first 6 minutes of play and their inaugural broadcast in the 2024 season. Face-off win for the Moore Dudes for the second time early on. Winning it is Dalton Hoffman. Hoffman has that one knocked in and out of his stick. Butler tries to force one forward, but instead it's picked up by Cassidy Higdon. And now Higdon ducks and dodges around the far face-off circle on that left side. Member, the edge goes down by this near side. Higdon still holding onto the ball. Higdon goes over to DeFinis. DeFinis has that one knocked away. Here come the Moore Dudes in transition. A 2-on-1, make it 3-on-1 and goal. Tic-tac-toe on the pass, and the goal is scored by Rob Heffron out in front. For correction, goal scored by Evan Scott. And Scott has his second goal of the game early on. He scored the second of the game. And with 7:27 to play in the first, it's 5-0 Moore Dudes. Moore Dudes followed that one up with a Noah Franz face-off win. Franz goes to Butler. Butler back down below to Franz around the blue line. Puts it down low, and goal scored by Sam Mutz. Mutz able to break open in that near face-off circle to the right side of the rink and makes it a 6-0 game with his second of the first frame. Holden's get a face-off win with Rob Heffron. Heffron out toward Butler now. Butler being pressured away from the blue line by Christopher Haley. Butler now by the boards, behind the back at look. And it was a good one by Stahanczyk, but that one goes wide. Stahanczyk's first opportunity comes up empty. Butler trying to change that. He found iron. And that's off the far boards again. Tyler Copeland picked it up, but it won't matter. It would be a shot clock violation on Delco. And so it's D. Colombo picking it up for the edge to give them possession. Under 6 to go in this first period. D. Colombo checks one down to Cassidy Higdon. Higdon does the rest, gets towards the net, but no shot got off. As a more good defense by the Moore Dudes to prevent an opportunity. Samuel Beamer out to the side of Tyler Copeland. Copeland lays a shoulder down on D. Colombo, trying to find open space. Now Copeland fires a shot. That one through the legs of Young, around the back attempt, no goal. And it's loose in the crease for a good while. The Edge get away with one there. As D. Colombo finds Sean Siddiqui. Siddiqui by the face-off circle. Gets one on goal, but that one a stick save. Butler fires one down, and the pace will be slowed up just a bit by Rob Heffron. A pass from Butler. Now he checks it down, and goal number 3. It's a first period hat trick for Evan Scott. 7 goals in this first period for the Moore Dudes as Evan Scott gets his third of the first 15 minutes of play. And Delco dominating early. The ensuing face-off has the ball still loose around the blue line. Ryan Andrews got sick in there for the edge, but it won't matter. It's won by Stahantic and the Mordudes. Stahantic around Thomas V. Taylor signed up against the boards. Goes back and forth and pisses one up to Dalton Hoffman. Once back in the stick of Mutz. Mutz and Hoffman exchange passes yet again. Here's McClure, whips one on goal, but it found glass. Andrews takes the bounce and brings it up for the edge across mid-ring. Andrews up towards Lawrence, and now that one in transition. The Mordudes have that one turned away as Dalton Hoffman had an open opportunity there on the shot by Andrews on the opposite end by the edge. A good rebound there by Hoffman, but coming up empty on the shot. Christopher Haley tries to get a pass across. That one turned away. Mikkel Potts is in there fighting for the ground ball. And Potts will win it for the edge. Back on offense. Potts goes towards the finish a shot, and that one bounced just wide. Now a swat on goal by Haley, who went down with the shot. Another check down towards Haley, plays it off the boards, and the edge will hold on possession. Shot clock down to 8. Still no shots on goal this most recent possession. Here's the finish, who fires one on, and that was deflected away by a Mordude out in front. Looks to be Jonathan Miller. We'll get credit for the block. It goes off netting, but the Mordudes will have possession. Shot clock violation. Hoffman toward Tyler Copen. Copen goes across mid-rink to Sam Mutz. One-time goal scorer today. Mutz finds Butler. Butler had that one knocked away. Still loose out in the front. Is picked up by Eric Young. Young lost one down into the stick of Butler, though, and the Mordudes are back on offense. 3 passes in a row, a shot on goal, but saved by Young yet again, and 2 big saves by the edge goaltender to try to slow the pace of this game down. Pat Gillespie takes the pass off the floor for the edge. Gillespie fires one across, that one intercepted. Here comes Stahantic. In transition, Stahantic peels away, fires a shot, he scores. And Jack Stahantic finds a scorecard for the first time tonight. It's the 8th time the Mordudes have done that in this first period. And it's an 8-0 Delco lead. Noah Fran scoots the face-off away. Jonathan Miller picks up the loose ball for the Mordudes. And the pass winds up in the stick of Dalton Hoffman. Hoffman out towards Ethan Kraus now, touches the ball for the first time this game. Kraus toward McClure. McClure around the blue line. There's a shot. That one foot saved by Young. Over near the boards, a few hits being laid down on Dalton Hoffman. He goes onto the ball, gets a pass on. And they pass it over to the goal scorer, Robert McClure, from early on. And McClure denied a second. 20 seconds to play in this first period. 8-0 Mordudes on top. This is Matt O'Brien for the edge. He gets a shove. That one found glass. Took a weird bounce across as Mutz laid the hit down. Here's another shot on goal. It's loose in the crease, but will be pounced on as time expires in the first and opening period. 15 minutes gone from Rizzo Rink on this Wednesday night. It's an 8-0 Mordude lead through the first frame. We're back with second period action here at Rizzo Rink. The Mordudes lead at 8-0 after the first frame of 15 minutes, which has resulted in a goalie change for the Edge. We'll get to that in just a moment as the Edge are on offense now with that save made by the Mordude goalie, Eric Cradle. The new goalie for the Edge is Victoria Sloan, only the second female to ever play in the PBLA, following the footsteps of Janika Piccioni. And we'll see if Sloan sees her first challenge here as the Mordudes are on offense with Tyler Copen around the blue line. Copen fires across to Dalton Hoffman. Hoffman a shot, which trickled past Sloan off the glass. And the Edge will go on offense. But not before a penalty is issued on the Edge bench. It'll be a 2-minute penalty for too many men, hence delay a game. So a 2-minute bench penalty issued against the Edge. The Mordudes will take over. And they'll pretty much just restart the same offensive possession they are just finishing up. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman out toward Butler, a shot through the legs of Sloan. And it's another goal for Jack Stehanczyk, his second of the game. It's a 9-0 Mordude lead. And Stehanczyk has scored back-to-back. Brian Andrews fights for the faceoff for the Edge, and they will win it. It's Andrews fading away, lofts that one up toward Chris Calhoun. Calhoun brings it up against the boards. Some shoving behind the play, but it cools down fairly fast. As possession is awarded back to the Edge, it's Curtis Renard. Renard down the boards, being pressured to the outskirts of the faceoff circle. Renard back into the middle of that circle, fires one across, was looking for Haley. But instead it's picked up by DeFinis. DeFinis out toward Siddiqui. Siddiqui takes a stick check, has a stick knocked out of his hands. Here comes Delco on the attack, and a save made by Sloan. And it's the first of her second period action, about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Jonathan Miller around the faceoff circle, over near the scorer's box now as the Mordudes are back on offense. Miller out towards McClure. McClure, Copen one-on-one, he scores. As Copen beats Sloan just a bit to the left side, it's a 10-0 lead for Delco, and they have scored the first 10 in the game with 11:20 to go in the second. And Tyler Copen finds a scorecard for the first time today with his first goal of the game. Whistle sound immediately off the face-off. There'll be a violation on the Edge representative. That being Christopher Lawrence. The Mordudes are back on offense. Stehanczyk, a 2-time goal scorer today. Sends that one up against the glass. Dalton Hoffman takes a shot. Stehanczyk whips one on goal. Another save made by Sloan. Pass shuffled forward towards Lucas Martin. Martin plays it off the glass and off a teammate as that went off the chest of Michael Plastino. Plastino goes into open space with that one. Fires one across the put on goal. It's a one-bounce shot saved by Grable. Andrews fighting for the loose ball. He runs into his own man, though, and Higdon. Neither side seems to want it. The Mordudes pick up a loose ball, though. Here's Beamer. Beamer through the middle with a shot on goal. That one's saved. And Sloan has 3 saves in the second period. DiColombo across the mid-rink line. DiColombo to Hatchorn. Hadgedorn out toward Gillespie. Gillespie up against the glass as that one knocked away, and the Mortars with yet another steal. As they have forced a few edge mistakes early in this game. Max Polcini subs on for the edge. As the Mortars are back in their offensive zone. Here's Tyler Copen. Copen is trading blows now. Copen swats one towards the net, but it's deflected away. Played off glass by the side of the net by Robert McClure. McClure has that one sail over his head off the wall. And dead ball is the call with 9 minutes to go in the second. DiColombo out towards Siddiqui. Siddiqui running around behind the net, fires that one up to the top. From the face-off circle, a shot is saved by Rabel. That shot on goal by DeFinis, who has 2 shots on goal, but both of them saved by Rabel. Murph Butler will slow down the pace just a bit. Fakes the handoff towards Heffron. Now a shot on goal, saved by Sloan, second effort. Another save by Sloan, that one saved out of the net. A third one on goal, and a flurry of saves by Sloan to keep the game at a 10-goal deficit. And 3 great saves in a row by Victoria Sloan, the new goaltender for the Edge. As Murph Butler now takes it back, and Sloan will have to follow that up with some more. Sloan watches as the pass goes toward Heffron. Heffron and Butler exchanging passes. There's a shot on goal, that one wide. Played off the outskirts of the Mordude bench. Here's Evan Scott. Scott around the top of the face-off circles, fires that one down. That one turned away by Sloan again. Andrews wins the loose ball for the Edge. Being double-teamed in the corner, fires one bounce pass up towards Renard, and Renard is able to find open space with it. Curtis Renard towards the net, fires a shot. That one saved by Rabel, and a crease violation was called, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. No man on defense for the Edge. Here's a quick shot in transition, and another save by Sloan. 5 in a row on a 1-on-none disadvantage there as Sloan slams the door. Michael Plastino out towards Siddiqui. As the Edge look to follow that one up with some offensive production, as Siddiqui's pass goes a little bit wide. Played off the glass by Jonathan Miller. Miller lost one down as intended for Mutz, but Mutz is forced to play it off the glass as the pass went a little bit high. McClure's pass now out to Hoffman. Hoffman around the face-off circle, shot clock down to 8. Hoffman trying to find a lane. Whips one on goal. That one saved initially by Sloan. It was stuck in the gear, and it's another save for Victoria Sloan. Matt O'Brien won possession of the ball, took a shot on goal, he'll sub off for the Edge. The Mortars are back on offense as Butler's shot on the 1-on-1 again was saved by Sloan. And DiColombo fires that one out toward O'Brien. Loose ball played off the glass. And a whistle will sound, points towards the Edge bench. And penalty called on the Edge. Will be a second penalty called against them today with 5:49. That's the second time the penalty has been too many men on the Edge. Only 2 penalties total called in this game, both on the Edge, both for too many men. And we'll see how the Mortars can capitalize here. They scored a goal in the first attempt, which got the penalty, and they do it again with Murph Butler. And from the blue line, Murph Butler adds his name to the stat sheet. He's had a couple of assists, but now finally finds the back of the net, and it's an 11-0 Mordude lead. Minutes to go in the second period. It's an 11-0 Mordude lead off their most recent goal. Faceoff was won by Noah Franz. Franz chases down his haywire pass into the stick of Christopher Haley on the edge. Franz lays down some contact here as Gillespie and Haley trying to exchange passes. Now it's Hasdorn over towards Siddiqui. Siddiqui in between the faceoff circle on the boards, cuts it into open space. Siddiqui has an opportunity, and that one just wide. Ray may have got a piece of it. The shot clock's still only at 3. Here's a shot on goal. It's wide. It's a shot clock violation on the edge, as Palestino had that last-ditch effort. Tyler Copeland with a shot on goal. That one saved again by Sloan. Ball is caught in the air by Mutz before it was out of play, and Mutz's pass is in and out of the stick of the edge defender and Andrews. Hoping to go on a breakaway, but Copeland instead brings it back in for the Mordude offense. Here's Mutz on a drop back. A shot found the iron, and it'll rattle all the way back down to Rabel in net. And a complete reset for the Mordudes, as well as a shot clock, as Dalton Hoffman will bring one down. Under 4 to go in the second period. It's an 11-0 Mordude lead. It's been all Delco so far. Tyler Copeland fires that shot just wide. It went off the back of the boards. Copeland, shot clock down to 10. That shot was blocked out in front and to the edge with some more good defense in the second period. They certainly stepped it up in the second frame of 15. Hoffman has to play that one off the glass, and it goes over his stick. It's Andrews for the edge, taking it back down. Andrews to the blue line. Into the faceoff circles now, gets a shot on goal, point blank range. It's wide of the net. Vrabel, they got a piece of it again. Here's a shot, that one found iron, and yet again it's Gillespie getting robbed out in front. Sloan will send that ball towards the corner. The rebound all the way back down toward the edge goaltender, and Cassidy Higdon brings it up. Higdon and DiColombo will go back and forth with it. Now here's the finish. That one goes top of his stick. Shot clock only halfway done to 15. 2.5 to play in the second. Here's Polchini with a shot. That one just wide. Reynard now finds a loose ball. A 1-on-3 disadvantage for the edge. Reynard not backing down, gets knocked down. The ball skittled just loose. And Delco has possession yet again. Rabel will slowly move the ball up towards Scott, and Scott with a pass and an eventual goal. And a quick one-touch there out in front by Hoffman, and he gets on the board for the first time today, and it's a 12-0 Mordude lead as Dalton Hoffman scores his first. Colombo wins the loose ball face-off as that one was ball into the air. Had a shot on goal, but it's wide of Vrabel. Colombo still trying to find the loose ball. That one knocked him out of his stick by Stehanzik. Stehanzik underneath, shot and score as Stehanzik is able to get Luke Natchez on the board yet again. And it's now a 13-0 Mordude lead. And Natchez has his second of the game. Under a minute to play in the second period. One more frame of 15 to come after this. 13-0 Delco leads. Gillespie takes the ball into the corner. Just below the face-off circle. Gillespie a centering feed, that one wide. Played off glass by Delco all the way down to Hoffman, the most recent goal scorer, and it's saved by Sloan. Yet another fast break turned away by the new edge goaltender. Sloan towards Copeland, and Copeland this time will score. As that one just beats Sloan on that left side. Just inside the post, it's a 14-0 lead now for the Mordudes, as Copeland has his second. Time will tick down in the second period. That'll be all she wrote for the second frame of 15 minutes. And one more yet to come from Rizzo Rink. 30 minutes down and 15 more to come from Rizzo. Delco leading 14-0. Looking to just nurse that lead with 15 more to go. "30 minutes down from Rizzo Rink on this inaugural broadcast in the later game of our Wednesday night doubleheader between the 1-0 Morjudes and the 0-1 Edge. Trending toward both of those streaks continuing as Delco leading at 14-0 for the first 30 minutes of play. 14 and a half to go in this third period. We join you in the middle of it. Here's Jonathan Miller, who starts the offensive possession for Delco. Miller goes out towards Evan Scott. Scott over the head of Hoffman. It'll bounce just off the side of the Morjude bench. Cradle tracks it down, goes towards Hoffman. Shot clock under 10. Hoffman toward Miller. Miller to Mutz, and now in and out of Mutz's stick. No shot on goal will be credited. And we have violation on Delco, and so the Edge are back on offense. Today's starting goaltender for the Edge, Eric Young, is back in net. Young looking to rebound after a rough first period. Victoria Sloan was the in goal in the meantime. Here's Renard looking to get the Edge on the board for the first time today. That one they have found the post. And so Delco takes it back down in transition. Pump fake by Copen. Copen toward Franz. Franz to Hoffman now. Hoffman around the blue line. Hoffman, as that pass go over the head of his intended targets to Hanzik, a two-time goal scorer. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman, Mutz, shot, saved by Young, and a good one it was. Taking the shoulder route and turning away Delco. As Siddiqui with some high-powered offense there, looking to get his possession yet again, and he does. Momentarily, at least, as that went in and out of the stick of Todd Ryan. Ryan, though, around the blue line and around that far side of the boards. And he brings it back in with Christopher Lawrence into the stick of Pat Gillespie, and Gillespie and Lawrence exchange looks. Lawrence shot, one bouncer just wide. As it went under the leg, but off glass behind Trable. Here's Butler in the middle. Butler a shot, saved by Young. And back-to-back good saves, turning away two opportunities in a row from the Morjude offensive press. Butler finds Tyler Copen on a pass. Copen out towards McClure. McClure is pushed down, fires a pass as he goes down. The shot was turned away as Copen had that one fired from the blue line. Here's Mutz behind the net. Young caught, turned around. Now backs and stable as McClure's pass goes a little bit wide. Ethan Krause around the blue line. Krause to Copen. Copen in the middle with a one-bounce shot. That one saved by Young. It was stuck in his gear. And just trickled it between his legs and wide of the net. New Edge offensive possession around the face-off circles. This is a one-bound shot locked away by a Mordew defenseman. The new goaltender for the Mordews, I should announce, is Noah Samson, wearing number 8 for the Mordews. So he's seen the challenges here in the third period rather than Grable, who had 2 shutout periods. There's a shot whipped on goal by Stahanczyk and wide. Hoff picks up the rebound. But yeah, 0 goals allowed in 30 minutes for Grable, so as good as it can get from a goaltender across or any sport. There's a shot on goal, and it's goal by Stahanczyk. And Stahanczyk will join Evan Scott as the only 2 players today to have hat tricks. But a lot of good ball moved by the Mordews. Stahanczyk with his 3rd, and it's a 15-0 Delco lead. Just under 10.5 to go in the third. 15-0 Delco on top. Andrews picks up the loose ball for the Edge. Andrews hustling through the blue line. Both blue lines now in between the face-off circles. Andrews had a walk, but that one knocked away. And a good play by Noah Franz, the face-off man for the Mordews. That one knocked in and out of Franz's stick on the attempted steal. Noah Samson brings that one back in. Samson drops it off to the 3-time goal scorer in Scott today. Scott back to Murph Butler. Butler has that shot blocked away. Luke Natchhazel took it. Butler though gets the rebounds. And Butler now being pressured away by DiColombo around mid-rank. Pick set by Copen. Centering pass over to Hoffman. Hoffman with a shot. That one's saved by Young. Second effort by Butler goes wide. Hoffman fighting for the ground ball. Won't matter. Behind the back pass. One-hand stick by McClure. McClure, Hoffman shot. Save Young. As blown dead, it was caught in the gear of Young. The Edge goaltender with another good save. He's had a decent period so far to rebound from his first. And a lot of important saves to at least slow down the Mordews offense. Whistle sounds on Delco. Should be too many men on. And it will be on Delco. Three penalties called in the game across both teams, all 3 for too many men. The first 2 on the Edge and the most recent one on the Mordews. The Dudes scored on both of their power plays in the back in the first and second periods. Off those 2 penalties, if the Edge can do the same, to avoid being shut out in their second game in 2024. Renard through the blue line. Renard shot that one wide. Samson had that one ushered away. Christopher Haley from the face-off circle. Haley out toward Renard. Shot clock down to 1, and no shot will get off. That is a violation on the Edge, so Delco takes back over on the man down. Ethan Kraus to the face-off circle. Kraus to Stahanczyk. Stahanczyk around the blue line. Drops that one back off to Miller. Miller underneath, and he'll watch the shot clock die out. That's just milking the clock time now for the Mordews. It's 7.5 to go. Up by 15, 15-0. Renard through the midline. Backs away at the blue line. Renard trying to find an opening. He goes towards Gillespie. Back to Renard. Gets a shot on goal. Saved by Samson off the post. Second effort save turned away again by Samson. And 3 in a row for the Mordews goaltender to keep the game scoreless. It's on the Edge side. Butler tried to go underneath this to Stahanczyk instead. It's back in transition for the Edge. Taking a hit but spinning out of it is Higdon. Higdon's shot was off the pad of Samson. Higdon though sees that pass go wide of Thomas Barton. And Barton around the blue line. line, takes it to the face-off circle, gets a shot again, saved by Samson off his foot. The Edge, though, with a redemption shot. That one wide again. May have caught a piece of Samson. Higdon, Andrews, shot, and he scores. Ryan Andrews finally breaks the shutout for the Edge. With 6:15 to go in the third, it's a 15-1 ball game. As Andrews, who has taken the most shots today for the Edge, finally beats Samson on that left side. Christopher Lawrence being the Edge representative after that most recent face-off. The Edge will be credited with a face-off win. As the whistle sounded against Delco, 5.5 to go in the third. The Edge trying to make the scoreboard look more appealing as DeColombo takes it across the blue line. DeColombo down low to Renard. Renard has that shot saved. Pass it back to DeFinis, who whipped one on goal. And a whistle will sound right after the shot as time stops. Never mind, time will keep ticking. Now a penalty called on Delco. It'll be 2 minutes for a hold of the stick. And this one goes against Tyler Copen. So that's Copen called for the penalty. The Edge scored on their most recent power play. So both teams have combined 3 for 3 as the last 3 penalties were all for too many men. So the first single player penalty called today is the too many men were all bench issues. Here's Renard. Renard, the first pass of the Edge possession, goes underneath to Finis. Here come the Mordudes on transitions to Hansick, and it's a shorthanded goal for the Mordudes as Hansick goes above the shoulders of Young. Get his 4th goal of the game, a new team high in this long night so far. Lawrence goes down low to Haley as the Edge win their next face-off. Haley, DeColombo. DeColombo shot ushered away by Samson. Samson's pass goes toward Beamer. Beamer found Hasdorn, and Hasdorn and Beamer exchange passes. Now it's Siddiqui from the face-off circle. Siddiqui lofts one down to DeColombo, gets shot on goal, but that one's saved by Samson. They'll go off his leg pad, didn't off the netting, so dead ball is called. Delco back on offense. Under 4 to go in the third period. 16-1, Delco leads. As the last 2 goals have been scored by Jax Hansick. Hoffman now takes the pass. Butler cuts towards the net. Hoffman, though, just draining some clock. Hoffman to the top. Shot saved by Young. And the Edge will have possession as that one caught in the leg pad of Young. 3:05 to go in the third. Still a 15-goal lead after the save. Bernard subs on. An awkward pass there by Plastino is turned away by Delco. Butler gets a shot, that one wide of Young into the Edge bench, so it'll be ruled Edge possession. Higdon up toward Plastino. Plastino sees that ball go just wide, and Noah Franz takes it off the scorer's box. Franz through blue line with 2.5 to go. Through both blue lines now as he goes out toward Hoffman. Hoffman gets a shot wide of Young. Behind the back attempt, that one just wide. That second effort was by Rob Heffron, who had An off-speed shot just shell wide. Both sides with some contact behind the play. As whistle will sound with 1:57 in the third. And Murph Butler will be called for the penalty here. It's his first penalty of the game. This one goes for roughing. It'll be 2 minutes. So Butler's day is done a little bit early. There's only a minute and a half remains on the clock. Bernard whips that one on goal. It's saved by Sampson. Turns that one away. Here's Stehanczyk across the midline. Stehanczyk a shot. That one saved by Young. And the loose ball in the crease is picked back up and shuffled out towards the Finnis. 1:06 now to play as the Finnis goes to Renard. Final minute of action here at Rizzo Rink on this Wednesday night. Renard around the blue line, checks that one down, shot saves Sampson. Second effort knocked away as Christopher Haley had 2 good looks, but Sampson 2 better saves. Often looking to draft the majority of the remaining 40 seconds. Hoffman to Copen. Copen towards Stehanczyk now. Stehanczyk back toward Copen. Copen took a shot, but it was blocked out in front before it got anywhere. Shot clock violation on the board due to the edge. Will take it. It's Cassidy Higdon. Higdon, Lawrence shot off the post. 8 seconds left, 7, and that will be it. As the shot is cleared all the way down. Stehanczyk a 1-bounce shot to end the game. (16-1) your final score on this inaugural broadcasting night of the PBLA in 2024, as the Mordews will dominate the edge through 45 minutes in this one. It was an 8-0 lead after the first frame of 15 by Delco and never looked back, as goals after that scored by Stehanczyk, Copen, Butler, Hoffman, and Natchazel in the second. The team leader in goals on the day was Jack Stehanczyk, who had 4. He's one of 2 players on the Mordews to have a hat trick today, as Evan Scott joins him, as Scott had 3 in the first period. Nothing after that, but an all-around good performance on offense, and a great one, I should say, by the Mordews, as they score 16 goals across 8 different goal scorers. That'll be it for the first broadcast of the 2024 PBLA season. Your score, the Delco Mordews 16 and the Edge 1.